can take away my spaceship. You can take away my space suit. You can even take away my space lasers. But you can never, ever take away my space game.
Ailson 1212 just resubscribed for 2 months.
Hello. Give me a moment. Do. Go. Launch game. Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I wasn't feeling too good yesterday. My own damn fault for it, but I'm feeling better today. You have so much spice. I like how basically Dune, the Dune game is basically just like doing spice like cocaine. Thank you. Yeah. I try to stream on Fridays with Pub and Plays, and I'm going to be doing something a little different because it is the summer. I'm going to be doing Hot Mech Summer, which is something I usually do. Oh, right. I got to do this real quick. There we go. Is Mecha Break going to be out in July? But basically the idea is we're going to be doing Fridays. I'm going to be streaming early on Fridays. So 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And I'll be going for at least 3 to 4 hours. And then I'm going to be streaming with Loken sometime after that. So we'll still do a Pub Plays Fridays at the normal time. And we might be doing 2 mech games at the same time. So we might end up doing, you know, like Armored Core and then Mech Warrior. But we'll see. July 1st. Okay, cool. So yeah, Mecha Break will be what we're doing on Friday. This coming Friday. Pantai, but thank you, Lady Space Patrol. Oh, I am still drunk. Oh, that pickle, man. You cannot sleep off that pickle. You're close. Rust infused pickle. I clipped that of me eating the pickle and posted it on YouTube as a YouTube short. Did pretty well. Hey, Tasman. Is it coming out on July 1st, or is it like a beta on July 1st? July 1st is Tuesday. Icon, I don't know what that is. Is that the goof? That's not a goof. Goof is a Zaku, I thought. Howdy, Paul. I was hell diving with some randos earlier. Saved one of them from some squids marching out of smoke with a Gatling gun mech, and just mowing down voteless like a dreadnought in intro in the first. Yes, I mean, my standard loadout when I'm doing randoms is machine gun, the old standby, orbital laser, Gatling turret, and the Patriot mech. because I will immediately drop the Patriot because you get three drops of the Patriot now. And I find that I generally will go through most of the Patriot's ammo. I'm going to go in and just get detoxed. You got some keys? Okay, that's good. I know we have at least one that we got yesterday.
Feeling better? What better way to celebrate?
No, I'm not feeling better.
Sniffles or something more serious. Getting the right treatment has never been easier thanks to the advanced digital medical assistance available.
Nobody tells CIG about the pickles. If you fucking report the pickles, I will fucking find you and write you a very sternly worded letter.
Welcome to Kelto RX, where fast and reliable medical.
Oh, this is a pickle. The after effects of a pickle. Yeah, Luna said it's going to come out on Tuesday. Thank God for this free healthcare. Not just like that, I'm no longer hungover. So if you eat a pickle, it's supposed to give you 40% food, like 40 points in food. But there's a bug, some kind of bug that's happened, where instead of doing 40 points of food, it does it does 40 points in intoxication.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And I'm like, just leave it. Leave it, CIG. This is perfect. All right. I don't know what I want to do today.
Welcome to the
Let's try the lightning.
retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Stand by. Your vehicle
No, it's not either food or drunk. It's straight up just drunk. There is no pickles that'll give you food.
vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us.
I want CIG to keep it because it's a funny joke. I told Cam about it, and she reminded me that there's a line in Stardew Valley where one of the characters you can give a gift to is a rock, and she'll respond with, "Thanks, these are delicious," which is obviously a bug because she's supposed to be saying that for like food, but she didn't. So, but like, are you eating rocks? What the fuck is going on? And the community thought it was so funny that the dev never changed it. She eats amethyst like aquarium gravel. You know what I'm talking about, Chikaro. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, dude, the pickles in the 30th century are just absolute fucking, like, they're dangerous, man. You eat a pickle, you're just gone.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been please visit us again.
I have to relaunch. Guys, I need to buy a pickle. So yeah, fun fact, Paul, someone wrote a book about their time in the SAS and mentioned that medics would give them an IV drip after a night on the town to clear their hangovers before mission. Yeah. Why do you have an Idris? I thought you had a Perseus. Yeah. always forget to check it. There we go. My sticks, I always forget to check them. Feeling better? I'm drunk as shit, woman. No. Or, yes, I'm drunk as shit, woman. Gives me a chance to set up the stream for stable. There we go. All right, so this is definitely a bug. Go. Fuzzy information in the top right formation. Oh, that's just a bug. It's not light bleed. It's this. we go. It's barely noticeable. You're the first person to have pointed it out. Yeah. Paul, the Mecha Break website says the release will be July 1st at 9 a.m. for me Pacific time, so it'll be noon U.S. Eastern time. Okay, so like 11 a.m. my time. I'll probably play it, but I'm definitely not going to stream it until Friday. Yep. Like I could, I'll show you. I could entirely remove it. By increasing that. But then it kind of screws over some of my other stuff. So it's actually not too bad. Usually like my hair starts bleeding through and that kind of thing, but it's actually not bad. Oop, wrong button. That's just me and my eye for detail. I work at attractions at a theme park. Maintenance loves me and hates me. Oh, if you work in a theme park, yeah. You it's like whenever I stream, when I watch somebody else's stream, I pay attention to all the little things that I know is going on. I know how like a lot of people who make movies on the technical side just literally cannot make movies, cannot watch movies because they're like all they do is see the information. Like, see, like, oh, I know how that was made, you know. Whoa, that's not good. Hey, how you doing? Thank you, Eve. Do you think we'll ever be able to have an unmanned ship move shards when we do? No. For the next event, can we contribute more to one, more than? Yes, I think you can, but you split your rewards on that one. Contract. Literally around here.
You're okay. Find a good spot, power down.
Why are we even considering helping other companies other than Hurston? I fucking hate the Hurstons, so I'm not going to use Hurstons. Though I would love their fucking swag, so we'll see. I think everyone's going to go Crusader. Crusader is the least shitty company. So maybe ArtCorp might be a good option. But yeah, you're basically splitting your rewards.
Keep cool and don't lose your head. They'll be here soon.
Can I change that? What? These locked? There we go. They're cool as shit, but they're evil as fuck, so... I don't know if we can lead any Crusader coalition. Everyone's going to want to do Crusader.
Time to earn your credits. Keep a lookout.
God, these headphones are so much better. These are, I forgot the terminology for them.
Looks like you're about to make some new friends.
Jesus, this thing hits. Still mad at me? Want to go? All right, freelancer. Whew. Jesus. I don't think I've ever melted a Connie's shields faster than that. Those shields just disappeared with a single alpha strike. This is stock, yeah. Eve's got it. IEMs is what I'm using, yeah. IEMs. It's like inner ear monitors or something like that. Or in-ear monitors. Pretty cheap ones too. They're only like $30. I mean, they're like 30 to 40 bucks, which was, it's still expensive, but like they seem like better quality and they're a lot better than my headphones were.
Stowe's here. Like the contract said, we got a line on some prints that need to be put down. Word is they'll be traveling through this area, so we want you to jump in. Quicker and cleaner the better.
Thank you, Stokes. CIG has one problem though. Stokes can't be the mission giver for two systems. If they want to keep that fiction up. They might change it. Then how does he know when everything's clear? This thing, like, maneuvers like a wet ass, but it's fast as fuck. Then kicks like a donkey. You ever try to run with a wet ass? Try to do some complicated stuff with a wet ass?
Time to wait.
I'm just saying. I think it's it wouldn't hurt CIG to give a different mission giver for every system for the same company. Because it would give them a chance to, like, branch out a little bit more. They can use the same fucking lines, they can use the same sort of, like, thing, maybe a little tweak here and there. But there's not going to be that many factions per system. Like, Pyro and Stanton are the exception, but, like, Nyx has 2. Maybe 3 if you count the UE. So there'll be 2 major factions, and then you'll also have factions like the Headhunters probably there as well. So you'll have some repeats, so you can easily just kind of use a repeat. Let me ask the important question. Do you feel dangerous in the pilot seat? I feel like this thing could easily... I feel like this thing could end up... I feel like it's too much power. It feels powerful. I know it's not nearly as strong as it seems to be, but it definitely had... CIG's nailed the feeling of this being damn. Lionel Phonovision. I don't know what that is either. It's a projector record player in one unit. You got to remember that it wasn't until the 20s and 30s that you actually had the talkies And we didn't really have full, closing the distance, closing the distance. I'm burning it hard because I don't want to get hit by his missiles. Fucking asshole. Oh, he killed me.
Shield down.
I'm out. Did I hit something wrong? I did. The fuck did I hit? Gotta get my shields back up. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm getting out. Yep, I'm dead. That first one must have been a fluke. Oh, I was probably fighting a Taurus, not an Andromeda. Let me see if I can do something stupid. Need to learn how to roll your way in. Scape, I hit a button and it turned off my shields. I don't know how it turned off my shields. So I got hit by a missile and then I hit a button that was like to turn on scanning and it turned off my shields for some reason. So it was a combination of just a bad button press and then also just missiles being impossible to block. It's from 62, yeah. You gotta remember that back then... Is he staying away from me? He's staying away from me. No, I don't need a pickup. I'm just gonna log out and log back in. Because I'm gonna have to recover my ship anyways. What I've discovered is, I was surprised that well they did the first time. What I've discovered is that when you try to do these sorts of missions right here, even if you have an upgraded fighter, it's difficult to do. Which is why whenever someone said, "Oh yeah, I deal with the NPCs all the time. I'm just like they're just derpy." I'm like, really? Yeah, I put it on the hardest thing and I just do fine. I'm like, what? He's too far away. It wasn't Moist. It was some random dude who showed up here being like, yeah, the AI is total derpness and they're awful. And I was just like, okay, I'm glad you're good. Thank you for telling me, coming in here and saying you're good at the game, but I've gotten fucking Shrek'd by these boys before. And they were like, no, I'm okay at the game. I'm not good. It's like, and if what it turned out to be was that they were like saying that they were bugged out of shit. And I've had that happen where like these things sort of bug out. But when they're working correctly, you just get domed. It's the hardest thing to explain to people. Like, when you play the game and they're like, oh, well, this game sucks because X, Y, or Z, and like X, Y, or Z is like the AI because the quantum bug doesn't work, or my ship gets eaten. It's like all those three things, two of them are not the game, it's the network, and the third one is probably related to the network. The game sucks because my friend is often working and can't play. Let me check. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good FPS. 15. So the server FPS isn't awful. It's not good. So my server has 73 people and the shard has 519. So it's not like an empty server.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
All right, I'm going to go...
Vehicle selected.
I'm going to go back and collect my...
Vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
It's only 3 Wicklow favors? Oh, no, that's for like a skin. Yeah, it's 10 irradiated. Wait. You need 10 pearls now? That's stupid. Ten pearls, five fangs, just for the basic tea. No more referrals though. So like that's weird. Oh, you need 10 referrals for the jumpy ATLS. So you need an ICTY, a Geo, an NN13, and 10 favors. Okay. I'm going to head back to Pyro, pick up my stuff, come back, and go back. You need some pearls? I will eventually, Vamp. We already have ICTYs. We've captured at least one, and someone says they already had 2 more. So my goal is, personally, I want to get 6. I want 6 ICTY jumps. No, you can't build them yet. problem about getting 6 ICTs is that jumps is that you're going to have to get a bunch of ICTs, which is difficult to do, considering everyone wants to try to do the fucking mission. Yeah, once you get it, you store it and then it becomes yours entirely. And I believe if you steal if you get an ICT from Stormbreaker, if you get one of those from Stormbreaker, then you can the ICT-Rad, yeah. I wonder if you can use the ICT-Rad to upgrade to a Geo, to an ICT-Geo. May not be able to. Okay. Why are you so slippery suddenly? Okay. Get back to Pyro. Get my script, come back, turn it in, go back to Pyro. Can you take it down the freight elevator at the site that's at the site and it's yours, right? I believe so. It goes to your ASOP, but I don't know where it is, which ASOP it would go to at that point. I'm gonna get some water while we're jumping. Be right back, chat. I mean, in all honesty, the ICT Geo is what I really want. I mean, of course I want a Virgil Zeus, but I want the Geo. I want the Geo. I want the ICTY Geo. I want the ATLS, the ATLS Geo, the ATLS ICTY, the ATLS ICTY Geo. Why are you pulling so hard that direction? I like the change in the audio. The audio, they've kind of gone through and overhauled all of the audio for all of the ships, which is nice. I have a feeling that this is Squadron 42 based. They probably finally started to update their audio systems. Yeah, that's Icon. What 90s was saying with the Virgil Zeus. That's the Titan suit, Virgil Zeus system. That's at least what we know of it now. It's probably going to change its name when it actually comes out. My guess is it's going to end up being called like the Titan or like Kronos or something like that, because it just makes more sense. It's in the title, Luna, but it's going to be, we're going to look at the Ship Showdown. So we're going to look at Ship Showdown as a whole, what's changed, and of course, what why are these ships just floating here? Is nobody gonna... They just crashed? Talos would be a good one, yeah. Ooh. Did they change this? It sounds mad now. Sounds sloppy? I don't think it sounds sloppy. It sounds like you're ripping open the fabric of reality. Am I in Pyro or am I back in Stanton? I am back in Stanton. Glad to see this still happens. No, so this is a bug I've seen happen sometimes where when you open the jump point like this, it will just send you back to the same one, but once it's opened and you go in, it'll actually send you through. Not audibly sloppy, like my ex sloppy. I love the sound of the metal creaking as you get close. Ooh. My experience is it usually happens once. Once you've opened it up and you go through again, it fixes the problem. Yep, there we go. Now this is gonna be a while. I wonder if how miserable it was to jump a Bengal into Stanton. From Pyro, probably be pretty bad. I honestly think the way that CIG should change, because they don't want to do arbitrary jump point sizes. They should do ski slopes. For those of you who haven't done a ski slopes are done based off of difficulty, where you have, at least in the US, I know it's different from in other countries, but generally they're about the same. You usually have like beginner, intermediate, expert, and then like advanced and expert. So, you know, effectively, and they denote them by shapes, so in colors. So like a green circle is beginner, blue square is intermediate. I want to say red triangle is advanced, and then black diamond is advanced. And then if you go above the advanced or above the expert, it's like double black diamond, triple black diamond, that kind of stuff. So that way the difficulties are determined how unstable or how difficult it is to traverse through them. So technically, any ship can traverse through them, but it would be difficult to do so for larger vessels. Because the way that they want to keep the idea of like some systems being harder to get to because of the size of the jump points, but they don't want to do jump point sizes. And so I think like the navigation should be the thing. So you have a ship like a Bengal, you could just like plow through those interconnections, those interconnecting locations, those little spiral things, and it would not damage your ship as much because you're in a fucking Bengal. But in a smaller ship, it'd be a little bit difficult. Because, like, right now, Pyro is a medium jump point. That doesn't mean much. But the idea was that when Stanton was discovered, it was a huge deal because it became a big linchpin in the trade between Sol and Terra, because it's got a Terra jump point, and that Terra jump point is a large jump point. So the idea was Terra to Sol, or Terra to Stanton, Stanton to Magnus, Magnus to Ellis, Ellis to Davian, I think, and then Davian to Sol, or it could be Ellis to Croshaw and then Croshaw to Sol. One of those connections. Whereas before, they had to go all the way around to get to Terra through the large jump points. So they still want to kind of keep those that make sense, and I think the easiest way to do it is just difficulty rating. And the difficulty rating determines how much those bridges, how often they show up, and how much maneuvering you have to do through them. It laughs in Retribution. The Retribution is so big, it just says, fuck your jump point. Head already in Pyro, ass still in Stanton. How you doing, Destrophic? How you doing? I love the soundtrack for the jump points. They're great. It would create trade routes based on the size of vessels. Keep in mind, trade routes is an idea for when we had like 10 plus systems and deliveries from, say, Stanton to connection 2 to 3 jumps away. It would also allow for the retribution of consequences rarely comes lubed. Yeah. And that was the idea behind this, the small, medium, and large jump points. But then they said they wanted to move away from it. But it's clear they still want to keep the idea that, you know, there'd still be a reason why people would choose one jump point over another. And honestly, I think it's just the difficulty rating, and you just change the difficulty of the jump point itself. And so, like, Pyro would be considered like an intermediate or an advanced jump. We're like, yeah, you could get a fucking, like, Idris or Polaris through the damn thing. And you might even be able to get a Bengal through, but you're going to bang yourself up in the process of going through that. What's one of the reasons why terraforming is so expensive, because going to you have to break down terraforming platforms. You have to like break them down into pieces and then ship them individually. And that was what the unique thing about the Arc Station is, that the Arc Station has jump engines on it, so it can technically move. It can actually travel through jump points if it needs to. So it's big, but it's not so massive that it can't like move through a jump point. So my guess is the Arc Station is probably about the size of a Retribution or a Kingship. The Retribution, aka the Hadesian heated toilet seat from hell. I still think it's Vanduul energy technology combined with Hadesian weapons and human infrastructure. It says Pyro on it. Nice. Instead of Selfland. Noticed that before. I can probably make it back in one tank. Crow on Batman Shell, your humble host and space bartender here at the Astropub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got a good one for you. How y'all doing? Feel free to ask the question there, Gabe. Do you think 4.2.1 will go live by Tuesday? Maybe. They seem to be really pushing for this to release in July, like early July. Oh, I got a bed. I got a double bed. So my script isn't here. I got the 8th script that I just earned, but I don't see any more script. So I must have brought it over at another time. Yeah, I must have brought it over. Let's see if MoTrader works. What's the best starter ship do you have if you have money to spend? The Cutlass pack. Has a hot take that engineering EP2 in July. What do you say? I think for once he's being more idealistic than I am. I don't think we're going to see EPTU until August or September. I would say the Cuddy Black is the best. C1 is too specific, and the Zeus is just not really good. Especially the CL is just not good. So game package. I'm looking at the game package right now so I can give you an idea. So the starter pack is the $45 ones. Then the Generalist is the one that comes with the Cutter, which is $60. Then there's the Seeker, which is a $60. Then the Duelist, which is the Seeker, which is a Pisces. Duelist, which is a Titan. Miner, which is a Golem. Hauler, which is a the Miner and the Duelist are about 75. Hauler is 80, and it's a Endeavor. Not Endeavor, what is it called? Intrepid. And then Outsider, which is the Sulin, which is 85. Advanced, which is 90, which is a Advanced Duelist, which is an Arrow. The Advanced Hauler, which is a Nomad at 95. And then the Privateer starter pack is 125. So that Privateer starter pack is the best option if you have $150, because literally you cannot get a bigger starter pack unless you have $1,000 in the game, and then you can get the Ultimate Explorer pack or the Escort pack, but those are all $1,000+. Right now, there's a Outsider Alien Week starter pack, which is $85, which is the same, but it gives you some special stuff, some special skins. All right, so this isn't working. But my guess is that's in Crusader, because that's the only place it's bringing up. So it's probably in. Cutlass is still one of the best ships in the game. Honestly, if you want a good idea, it would go starter pack Aurora, or Cutter. I would say Cutter is better than the Aurora, and it's really the true starter pack, and then the true best starter. And then Avenger Titan, and then Cutlass. Because while the Nomad is good, the Nomad starter pack is $95, and the Privateer, the Cutlass starter pack is $125. So the difference between those two is $30. $40. Which is a little better now, but you can easily upgrade if you got, like, say, the Nomad. The actual upgrade to the Cutlass is 110 is the Cutlass, so you'd have to get like a little bit less. What do you get with this starter pack? It just 6 months insurance and a Cutlass Black. Okay. Did they increase the price of the Cutlass? No, it's 110. So it actually might be cheaper to get a starter pack, or to get like a starter pack and then cross chassis or upgrade it to a Cutlass Black. So the Cutlass is $110. And the Nomad is $80. So yeah, it's $30 to upgrade the Nomad. Whereas it's a $40 upgrade between the Nomad starter pack and the Cutlass. But the Nomad is worth $80. But they're selling it for $95, so the package is actually only worth about $15. God, their fucking starter packages are just dog ass. Holy shit. I didn't think about that, but their value was fucking awful. And this thing hovers like shit. It's a $10 difference. Basically, buying the Nomad and then just upgrading the Nomad to a Cutlass will save you $10. So an upgrade saves you $10. That's kind of insane. And you're not getting anything special with it. You get the exact same amount of UEC, same number of insurance, even the same hangar. So the Mustang Alpha is $30. Yeah, no, it's just better. All of them except for the Cutlass game package are $15 basically. So they're basically $15 higher. And I think the, yeah, because they've upgraded the prices of all of them except for the Cutlass pack, which is $25. So the best, whoever asked about the best starter pack, it's actually get the best value is the Nomad. Is it no longer a starter package? I thought you could still choose between the two. No, you're right. It isn't. Did they remove all of them? Wow. That's fucking bad. They're like, oh, it's so bad. Our ship is so bad. We're just not going to, we're not going to upgrade it. We're just going to remove it from the, wow. I thought it was opened. Oh, that's shit. That's absolute dog ass. Oh my God. All right, chat, you want to see something fucked up? All right. I'm going to show this to you. They did this very quietly, and I am not fond of this at all. So you go to starter, you go to the stuff. Okay. You can watch video. This is cool. I like this little new adventure awaits, you know, this is all neat. Then you go to play now, right? Go to play now. Limited time offer, $85. Okay, cool. Standard. Yeah. When you go through their starter thing, they immediately shove you to a $60 game package. Fuck you, marketing. Absolute fuck you. This is absolute dog ass. Holy shit, this is dog ass. It should be the $45 Stang, but no, it's the $60 Seeker package, which is one of the packages. The other option for that is the Cutter. The Cutter, it could have been either. I'd be less pissed if it was the Cutter, but no, it's not. Oh yeah, marketing is in alpha, by the way. At least they have the PC requirements. I just noticed it because I don't usually go there.
You can take away my
That's
space
just
suit.
bad.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No PPUs.
But you can never,
Ever.
ever take away my space game.
Knowledge Lambo 1 just resubscribed for 15 months. Not much going on in the verse, is there, lol?
I mean, not really. Thank you so much for that. What was that? 15 months of support. You're very important, Papa. Very impressive as a rainy pedestrian.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit. You can even take away my space lasers. But you can never,
Ever.
take away my space game.
The Janitor just resubscribed for 66 months. So, what's this week's theme again? I'm
like-
D.
Ship Showdown. We're going to talk about the Ship Showdown because it's coming up, and there's other reasons why, but it's a good discussion in general. They sent out emails to a bunch of content creators about how they want us to do videos for to promote our own ships that they'll promote on their own channels and stuff like that, if we wanted to. But that's going to be coming up in July or August, so it's coming up in the next month or so. So this is sort of like a preview to that idea. We're speculating, yeah. Mostly it's speculation, but also discussion on the actual event itself. Now, the only reason why we're talking about ship packages is because someone asked, hey, what's the best ship package? And so I decided, I was out of curiosity to see what's going on. I misclicked something, and then out of curiosity decided to see what they were offering on this. And then I started learning, oh yeah, they removed the Aurora from the starter packages. So there is no Aurora starter anymore. It's just... it's just the alpha, which is like, And then they don't even show the fucking alpha, the alpha package in the package. They do have 3. Someone said they don't even have 3. They do have 3, but it's 60, 75, and 85. It's not really a stealth price increase. It's just they're obscuring the $45 pack to where you have to go to the starter pack area and pick out the cheapest price there. No, I'm still reading through Gabe as well. There's just a lot of people talking. Yeah, like the Cutter is a better ship because it's got a bed, it has storage, more internal storage space, and it has space for it has like an actual grid. The grid for the Pisces doesn't work, so you can't actually lock down the any sort of thing in there. Yeah, it has the old box message grid, but it doesn't have the full grid. So, but like the Cutter does. I'd still be pissed because they're not showing the $45 package, which is the Aurora, the Alpha, which does have those things. Hey, Roy. Hope the day is as beautiful as you, as always. Thank you, Roy. Normalize telling men they're beautiful. No, the Aurora MR is only $30. It's $30 the same as the Alpha. They're the same price. It's the same value. Because games have to be $60 to $70. I get it. They're preying on the fact that the average person won't know that there's a $45 package. But people don't like being tricked. So if someone said, because right now, if you're an average person, you go through the process, they say it's $60, most of the community would be like, what the fuck do you mean $60? It's $45. And they would be confused because they're like, well, the game says it's only $60 because they've hidden the $45 pack. Not an on-topic question, but what do you think the new Squad 42 price is going to be? Based off of what we've seen, CIG is going to go $80. They're going to fuck up and go $80 because their marketing team is run by morons who can't read the fucking room. Yeah, and it's not even the best $60 package. So they're actively hurting their own gameplay. Marketing is actively spiting the experience of the average player. To be fair, I'd argue the average person would look into it if there were more than those two options. There's three options, and I would say it depends on the person. Because Star Citizen's website is obtuse when it comes to user functionality. And if you want to know what I'm saying, look at the sit somebody down who has no idea what Star Citizen is. So like a family member or a friend, and say, buy Star Citizen. Get to the point where you're going to check out on Star Citizen and watch how they navigate. Don't tell them, just say, I want you to get to the point to buying this shit. Buying the game. Most people don't go past the first page. Exactly. I mean, that's even beyond that. If you got them to the point where they'd actually pay for it, like just get them to the point where they'd actually do it. Jesus fuck. I was having a good day too before I found that out. I just noticed how terrible the game package page is. The current event bundle is the last one on the bottom of the page. You see? Like, you have to go through all of the other pages to get to the event bundle, which should have been, you know, one of the first highlights. Nah, you're good, Gabe. It's not your fault. It's CIG's fault. Also, do you have a video for beginners starting the game? Not for beginners. I literally just did a starter pack review, and it's already out of date. Because the starter pack review is which was the better starter pack game, the Aurora or the Mustang, and I said the Aurora, and the Aurora's not even a fucking option anymore. Like, the Aurora is a dead ship. Because the only reason why you'd have it is a starter pack. No one's gonna buy the Aurora outside of, you know, maybe in-game, and that's maybe if you want nostalgia. Oh god, it's gonna send me back. I think they removed it with Invictus. Sounds a lot more subtle than the last time. Yeah. Excited for Quantum? Quantum Vegas, yes. That's soon. We still got tickets for on sale, y'all. It's in 13, 14 days. Last I talked, we were actually doing really good for sales. We're a handful of tickets away from being in a good place. And we're like 50 tickets away from being in a really good place. Oh, shit. You can melt ships, yeah. Basically, melting means you can get store package for it. But it's only individual ships. Okay, where's Crusader? Stanton. Crusader's there. Send Seraphim. It's all right. I'm at 43% water, 77% food, and I'm 6.3 kilometers away from getting a cargo recovery. Okay. You should be fine. You'll get down to like 22 before you're done. I wondered since CitizenCon if Aurora would become the insurance shuttle we were supposed to use to get back to our ships. Maybe. Oh, it's okay, Luna. It's going to be Execute and Darsh. We're gonna be on there. Oh, you don't have the game yet, Gabe. Okay, those are fine. Those are good. Those are good reasons. That makes sense. Yeah. So you can melting ships just basically means you can downgrade it. If, like you said you had like $150 you're willing to put into the Star Citizen. I'd get the if you just want to be simple, just get the Cutlass pack. If you want more advanced, you can do things like get the Nomad pack and then get an upgrade and apply it to the Nomad so you can save $10. But if you're already willing to spend $150, then getting $10 extra isn't the end of the world. You're good, Ronnie. What's an upgrade? So this is even more complicated. So if you go to the, well, I'm almost there, but I'll show you real quick. So if you go to the pledge store, you can go to ship upgrades. And then you see your ships here. Let's see, do I have a starter pack? I don't think I do. I do, but it's locked in there. Let's just say my Argo cargo, right? So I've got this $35 Argo cargo. And if I want to upgrade it, once I've clicked it, it'll tell me what I can upgrade to. So say I wanted to upgrade this to a Cutlass Black. Cutlass Black. So that's telling me that it's going to be $75. You purchase it, and when you buy it, you then apply it after the fact. You have to apply it once you've purchased it, but once you've purchased it, you have that in there. You don't have to apply it right away. But it's basically turning one ship into another ship with that price difference. Yeah, you can also get a complete list. But if you're just looking at, like, I need to update the X, Y, or Z ship, then yeah, it's the easiest ones. There's ways you can do it so you can, like, save a shit ton of money, but that's not necessarily always gonna matter. Yeah, these are also base. These are all the base ships, meaning they're not the best ships for you to use in game. Surfing station's over there, so go 05. Surfing? Looks like, yep, it is. I hope they work on the Auroras, because right now it's kind of shit. Like, I said this during the last Info Runners video, but like if CIG really wants to make people want to buy their game packages, they need to give them some fucking upgrades as part of the package to make them actually valuable. Like, starter pack, cool, basics, but then you want to get to the advanced starter pack, you get, you know, armor and tractor beams and stuff like that. You don't change the fucking price, keep the same price, just add more stuff to it. Because CIG hasn't learned the reality that if you keep the same price,
Landing gear down.
If you keep the same price and you add more things, it looks more valuable than it is because it's just not going to cost you anything extra to add like a tractor beam into that. The Aurora is still fine. It's a great ship. No, you don't have to buy hangars everywhere you go. That's a vestige of an old system where hangars were going to give you sort of access to certain places. Basically, the way the hangars will work in the future, if you have extra hangars, is they'll give you a free landing space. But in the future, you'll actually have to pay docking fees, landing fees, depending where you go, depending on how long your ship is there, or possibly just a flat landing fee for even getting access to a location. Honestly, I think there should be add 6-pack of rust to the cutter package. And they might actually change that entirely. That's like 1.0 levels of what they're going to do with those hangars. As an inhabitant of the UK, I feel I can now play this alpha as it is introduced queuing for things. Yeah. Can you tell this game was made by a bunch of British devs? No, I love the idea of parking costs because it gives you something to actually have to use your money for. To give you context, chat, that is how much money I have. 7 million, almost 8 million credits. I have nothing to spend it on. I would spend it on upgrades for ships, but there's no point in upgrading ships in-game because you gotta go do actions to be able to do that. That doesn't cost money. Okay, so I just lost all of my script, I guess. They may have eaten my script. They may have actually eaten my script from... I just had it, though. This doesn't load, so it's hard to tell. Head to Microtech, maybe. I'll try one more for Microtech, and then we'll stop and get ready to set up. What? Okay, good. Yeah, video games have plenty of purposes. No, I didn't turn it all in because I still had a bunch of council and MG script. I may have left it. I'm gonna go to the Wicklow outpost in Microtech. Because I may have left it at Microtex Wicklow location. Go here first. I'll refuel at Wicklow Station. The transfer of wealth to developers? I mean, it's an entertainment property. Games are supposed to entertain you. Engage you, entertain you. That's like saying reading a book is pointless. If you value everything just based off of what it can give you, you're going to be a very lonely person. No word on the meteor. They did show off what was what was likely the meteor, which is in the preview. The Meteor has a 2.5 and 2.3. There's no way that's not like a $250 ship. Of course it's gonna be a $250 ship. It's a heavy fighter. Uncle Wick, I'm here. There's a $400 game package. I couldn't see a $400 game package. I love that. All right, Wick, I'm just here to see if I left shit here. Ooh, wait. Store it and get out. Uncle Wick isn't there here, but Uncle Roger's got fried rice for you, Uncle Roger. Thank you, Uncle Roger. It's the one you won from a streamer. That's odd. It should come with the. So you got one from it. It should come with one. I play Star Citizen a lot, Jamie. Trying to find all my
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been reactivated.
trying to see if I had a bunch of script that I hadn't turned in yet. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck it is. We have to wait for 2.1 for it 4.2.1 for actually to actually find it again. Well, that's why you need to watch me more often there, Jammin. I play it on Saturday afternoons before I do the Captain's Table, my podcast. Yeah, nothing here.
Welcome and thank you for your help.
Yeah. Yeah, Captain's Table is going to be happening here in about 45 minutes. And then tomorrow I'll be playing it all day, basically.
Vehicle retrieval system. If your vehicle needs visibility.
Not gonna lie, last time I saw you playing for real was with Loken, and I had like 15 small ships per supply or die. That was a while ago. Yeah. If you don't constantly like remember where things are, there is this thing here, which is an assets, which is supposed to tell you where stuff is, but it doesn't actually tell you shit. Like, it's broken. It's been broken since 4.0. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Stormbreaker tomorrow. But I'm going to be streaming before the lore expedition, so. I'm going to be doing my pubathon. So the pubathon is going to start at like 8 my time, so 9 a.m. Eastern. And the lore expedition is until 1 p.m. Eastern, so I'll be doing it for quite a while. So usually I stream weekends noon, 1 p.m. Eastern to /10 a.m. Pacific for about 4 to 6 hours on Saturday and Sunday. And then during the weekends, during the week, I stream Monday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thursdays is my office hours where I talk about Star Citizen. Friday, I usually play Star Citizen and then also play other games with Loken. And then Mondays, I rotate between doing Star Citizen and a Astro Historian live stream. But because it's the summer and I'm a teacher, I'm going to be doing... on Mondays, I stream at 1 p.m. Eastern. and go for about 2 hours. And then starting this week on Fridays, I'm going to be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern as well. So basically, during the summer, I'll be streaming at 1 p.m. Eastern until whenever for the next, for most of the days. And then the only time I'm not streaming at 1 p.m. Eastern is Thursday. I haven't bothered trying to play it since it got out of PTU.
Time to leave Zen.
Goodbye, Wick. Fucking love that Banu. All right, the only other spot it could be is in Wick Station in Microtech. I'll chill there if I had the Bajini log out. Now, the one advantage is that every single patch, they reset, wherever you set your home location, they take everything that you've had throughout the verse and then just put it into your home location. So if you're missing something and you just wait until the next patch, which is a month away, and then they'll just deposit everything back to where your home location is. It's you and Darj there, you and Darj. We'll start the setup in here about 15 minutes. I'm just doing the last little attempt. Group has the same time slot as TTRPGs on Sundays since high school. Oof. Can anyone tell me why this fly has been bothering me at the dinner table, followed me to the living room, continued to bother me, and also came with me to my room to annoy me some more? Do you have a dead relative, Evie? If you have a dead relative, that's your dead relative.
Gabri, super chatted $4.99. Thank you so much for answering all my questions and just being patient with me. I will be watching your stream more.
Thank you, Gabe. You don't have to do that, but that's fine. Thank you for that $5. When's the Foundation Festival? This coming month. Darj, unfortunately, has been working on the same thing for a long time, so I'm sure Darj could show off the Gladius a little bit more, but... Darj also knows that there is likely a large amount of change that's going to be happening to the Gladius over the next couple of... Are they actually going to show the army off at the Foundation Festival? Thank God. So, for those of you who don't know, Darionator is like the head modeler and one of the main sort of figureheads and leaders of JRDF's model department, where you can buy ships like still isn't finished yet, but. Supposed to do this, so don't worry about it too much, but there's like an interior and everything. So you can buy like model kits of the various Star Citizen ships. You can also buy tiny models. A little dusty. Like this is an arrow I painted up, but it's too dark and I need to brighten it up a little bit more. So he's been working on, they just finished building the Saber Raven model kit. And then right now he's working on the Gladius model kit, which is a bigger one. Maybe you could make a video for newbies for me so we could get our feet in Star Citizen. I've been thinking about doing that for a while, Gabe, so I might actually do that. I did do a newbie starter for the lore of Star Citizen under the Astro Historian. But like the one problem about doing a new player guide for Star Citizen is that Star Citizen changes significantly every 6 months or so. So some advice, like current advice, like getting a starters package that's like $45 and choosing the Aurora is no longer a viable one. I did a video talking about what's the best starter pack, and it's already out of date because CIG removed the Aurora from the starter pack lineup. And then things like what do you need to start with? Like right now, I would say if you're playing Star Citizen, you need to start with go in and buy a multi-tool, a tractor rifle, and like a P4. And then some ammo and stuff like that. And telling you where to go get those things would work for this patch. May not work for 4.2.1 or 4.3 because they may change those entirely. I'll give you a link. Here you go. This was 5 years ago, mind you. There you go. That's like a very brief one. And that actually needs to get updated because I fucked up the placement of Crusader. But I will, but asking also helps, you know, thank you. No problem. I sent the links in chat, so you should be able to see those.
Hello, yes. Can you see me? Very disappointing. But you want Pat, hold.
This is new.
to see.
Nothing. I have no idea where the fuck my shit is then. Maybe it's in Bajini and I'm just completely out of it. I really like the Carrick model, but it always sold out on JRV's site. Is there another source? That's the best one, honestly. I don't know if it's still available. Recently they've had some. They've been moving around, so they didn't have a lot of like re-ups. They may have made more of them. I know that the Carrick is a diorama model though, but I don't know if the diorama, if the bigger dioramas, they sell them still.
Which to leave? Yes, I find right button. You may go now.
Thank you, Wick. By the way, if you don't know, this is a Banu. It's one of the species in the Star Citizen universe. Wicklow is a Banu. That's why he speaks kind of in staccato. Your script disappeared with 4.2. I could have sworn I saw my script in my hangar before I walked around and left, but it may have entirely. It may have entirely been cut off as well. I might have lost them all. I checked my home location. It wasn't there. Like, it was there when I started up the game. Like, when I got in 4.2, I remember seeing it. I think I remember seeing it, at least. It might be either in Bajini or I'll do one more check. I'm gonna go to Microtech, and if it's not at Bajini, I'm gonna go to Hurston. If it's at Hurston, it'll be fine. But yeah, I think people lost the script with this patch. But I'm also missing my Riccolo favors, which I know I had at least 3. I always get those two kicks mixed up. Tressler and Bajini. It could be Bajini. I go to Bajini a lot, so. Tressler, okay, so it's over that way. Tressler. If that's not Tressler, I'll just call it and get set up for the captain's table. But Aurora's not a starter ship anymore. They removed Auroras from the starter packs. It's not even a 300i starter pack anymore, I don't think. I don't know why they removed them. They just did. I was talking about it earlier, how much it's kind of pissed me off that CIG did that. Yeah, they don't have a 300i pack anymore either. Yeah, no 100. No Reliance pack either. I mean, the honest to God answer is likely the Aurora is so out of fucking date that they don't want players to have their new experience be with the Aurora. The Mustang is much more updated and a lot more user-friendly, less buggy, but so they still have the Alpha Pack, but it's like the cheapest pack is the Alpha Pack, and they don't even promote the Alpha Pack anymore. It's available, but you have to like know where it is. Nope, there's nothing here. All right, so I may have just lost it entirely. We'll see. Or before I log out, gotta take my medicine. I already ate all my pickles. They should be, but right now, which they are, you can get both of them. But the only one that they promote as part of their new packages is the Titan. Instead of using the Cutter pack, they use the fucking Pisces pack to promote the game, which is beyond a mistake in my opinion, because it's the same problem that the Aurora has. It's out of date. No bed. The box, you can't, there's no cargo grid. It's a shuttle. Cutter's just a better option overall. All right. So chat, we're going to be moving over to the captain's table setup. For those of you who are on YouTube, you will automatically be moved over to the captain's table when it goes live, because I stream everything for the captain's table on the captain's table, and then also all of the videos for the captain's table go on the captain's table YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So it never had a grid, Eve. Its only grid was for the small mission boxes, the 1/8 SCU boxes, which still work, but the 1 SCU boxes, which it's supposed to be able to carry, you can't actually put 1 SCU boxes on the grid there. Its grid doesn't work for it. It's in theory able to carry, I think, 4 SCU of cargo, but it doesn't work. The reason why people promote it is the aesthetic, but it's the same reason why I'd promote the Aurora. The Aurora has the same aesthetic. To be a starter pack, it definitely needs to be a little bit more than that, but you know. All right, I'll be right back, chat.